Once upon a time, children, there was a history teacher who came home one day after giving a class on the French Revolution to find that his wife, a woman he'd loved since they were children, had herself committed a revolutionary, a miraculous act.
Mary? Mary? Mary?
Children, I should have seen it coming. 3 months before, we'd been out walking. Just one of our usual walks. One of the many things we've enjoyed in the new life we've built together over the 20 years we've spent in your country.
Yes, he was naughty, wasn't he?
Well, it wasn't that bad, were you, Paddy? I mean, to be fair on it.
Tom, do you remember after the war, you know, when we met again, do you remember me telling you once that it would take a miracle for me to have a baby?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, it's happened. The miracle's happened.
I can't. I mean, you...
I'm going to have a baby. God has said that I will. Wait, you'll see.
Why can't you just face the fact that you can't have a baby? Not by me, not by anybody. You'll never be able to. Why can't you face that?
I'll have to tell them at work that I'm leaving. Probably should do it fairly soon. What do you think?
I was thinking... I'm losing her. She's slipping away from me. Away to where I most feared to follow.
Mary?
Back.
Mary?
Back into the past.
What? What, are you scared? Come on, Mary.
I don't like this.
Oh, Shirley.
You've done it before.
Yeah, but we never had your brother watching.
What's wrong with him?
Well, he's a potato head, isn't he?
So?
So, I don't like him seeing me.
Oh, you're such a woe, Shirley.
Now you're knickers.
Yeah, you're knickers.
Down they come.
We're equal now. You got to do something first.
Go on, Shirley. You ain't scared, are you?
Yeah, go on, Shirley.
Do you shut up, Freddie Pa?
There. You've had a feel.
Not bad, eh?
Not like we used to play it.
Oh.
Bugger off. Nothing worth seeing anyway.
Yeah, bugger off.
You get lost.
You come, Mary.
Go you on, Mary.
You first.
There's 4 of us.
Do you want me to choose? Anyway, there's 5 of you, really. Come you on, then.
Well?
I don't know.
That ain't fair.
That ain't right.
You promised. Unless you pass a test.
A test?
Swimming test.
What?
Whoever swims the furthest underwater.
Underwater?
I'll show him.
But I can't swim.
Well, you just have to learn, won't you?
Yeah, come on, Freddie. I'll be a laugh.
Hurry up.
This
or I
ain't
won't
right.
do it at all.
We made a bargain.
1, 2,
Here we go.
3, go.
Freddie, grab on!
May swim too.
Yes, Dick, you can swim too.
Oh, no.
Dick! Where is he? Dick!
Dick!
He's gone. Christ. Did you see? Dick won, Mary. He won the game.
So?
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 Well, you'll have to show him. Go on, Dick. Mary's waiting. Her knickers are gonna come down. Come on, Dick. She's got to show someone. Here's your chance, Mary. Come on, Mary, loosen up for Dick. Come on, Dick. Where you going, Dick? Dick?
Tom? Hey. Morning.
Morning, Louis.
Geez, you know, if a total stranger were to look at these two cars, which one do you think he'd say belonged to the boss? I don't know how you do it, Tom.
No kids.
Oh, is that it? Well, you must be a lucky man then, huh? How is Mary?
Oh, she's fine.
Oh, good, good. Rebecca and I were talking last night about how it's been such a long time since we've seen her. Tom, how about dinner next weekend? Saturday? No, not Saturday. Saturday school board meeting. Tom, how about Saturday after Saturday dinner? What do you say?
That would be very, very nice, Louis. Thank you very much.
It's a date then. Good, good, good. I'll look forward to that. Maggie, Ruth, light of my life.
Mr. Scott, keeper of my destiny.
And where were we last Tuesday? School council meeting.
I had this history test.
Weren't we talking last time about how leadership brings responsibility? How
Remember, in the French Revolution, people were looking to the past just as much as to the future. And when they took up the cry, back to nature, whose cry was that, originally? Come on, which famous thinker? Oh, Price. A surprise and a pleasure. Yes, who was it?
What's the point? Seriously, you're telling us about something that happened in France about 200 years ago?
Thank you, Price. But if you don't know the answer to the question, just keep your hands.
No, I know the answer. I'm just asking you what the point is. The only thing interesting I see about history is that it's about to end.
Not today, Price. All right? Joe? Vanessa?
Hi.
Freddie?
Help! Freddie's drowned!
I'm sorry, Stephen.
Somebody help Freddie!
Okay.
For God's sake, somebody!
Come on, somebody. All right, Price. Tell us, how is history going to come to an end, if you could be specific?
Well, take your choice.
Well, I like history. I don't care if it's got no point. You go ahead, Mr. Crick.
That's right, that's right. You don't care. Yeah, just the fucking world's gonna end, right? And you don't.
We finished with the French Revolution, Mr. Crick?
Yeah. Yeah, Alison, I think for today we are.
But wait a minute, we still have 20 minutes left.
Yes. So why don't I tell you another story?
Tell us a murder story, Mr. Crick.
Yeah? There'll be murders in it. Why don't I tell you a story about the Fens?
What's the Fens?
Well, the Fens are an area on the east coast of England reclaimed from the sea. Land that was once water and which, even today, is not quite solid. So that people can only live there because they dig it and drain it year after year, century after century. For the sea is always trying to return, to break through the ditches and dikes and cover the rich flat earth again. My brother Dick was one of those who dug and drained. He worked on a dredger, keeping the River Leam free of mud. It was a job he loved, a job he did well, even though he was what the Fen folk call a potato head. He was simple. I didn't care. In fact, I think it made me love him even more. My father, Henry Crick, took care of the sluice gate on a branch of the River Ouse. And that's where I was born. I lived there with my father and my brother Dick. Mother, well, she was dead.
This is BBC Home Pittsburgh. Here is the news, and it is Bruce Dobson speaking. Last night, the Luftwaffe's main target was again launched. Considerable damage was done to residential and industrial areas, and it is feared the loss of life will prove to be heavy. 3 enemy aircraft were destroyed.
Yes, you're right, children. When I was your age, the Second World War was raging. And every night we'd hear the bombers droning overhead on their way to Germany. You might say things were approaching a bit of a climax. But I have to tell you, children, there were other climaxes happening just then that seemed far more important to me.
Up well! Up well!
Why'd you have to do it in a train?
We didn't have a car.
Why didn't you go to a motel? That's what I do.
Not a lot of motels and friends, Joe. Not a lot of anything. Remember, it's flat country, open. I once asked my father why the Friends were so flat, and he said to me, so God could have a clear view of us. But we weren't hiding from God, we were hiding from our parents, friends. Well, no. One friend in particular, and his big mouth. Freddie Parr.
Is that the one that put the eel down Mary's?
Yeah, that was Freddie. Did I tell you about that? Huh. Forgotten. No, anyway, that was years before this. By now, Freddie was into the big time. He was a smuggler, trading illegal bourbon and Camel cigarettes with some of your lot. The Yanks who were stationed there.
You Limeys always have a trick up your sleeve, don't you?
And I had a secret. I had an appointment each afternoon from 3 till 5:30, and I didn't want Freddie finding out about that. What?
Nothing.
Oh, come on.
Well, I just think it's weird that you keep telling us these stories about you doing your girlfriend.
That is what you were going to tell us, isn't it, Mr. Crick?
We were 16.
Well, I'm 16 and I'm not doing it.
That's for sure.
No, look, come on. You mustn't misunderstand. Mary, my Mary, she wasn't like that. She wasn't...
A slut.
Just that we were both young and into everything. I mean, everything was so fresh and so new and to be discovered. What Mary mostly was curious. Yeah. Yeah, about that. But it wasn't just about sex. She was curious about everything.
Like what?
Well, she was curious about Dick. My brother, Dick. I'll tell you something she told me.
He follows you. You sure?
Wherever I go, just about.
I never seen him.
Telling you, he's always hanging about.
What for?
Why'd you think?
Not that. Not Dick. You don't think that way. Well, since when have you been following you?
Since that day, when we went swimming, when Freddie nearly drowned. Till we remember.
But that were ages ago.
Do you mind? He's only following. Never tried to talk to me. Remember what happened that day when Freddie got the eel? Big, wasn't it?
The eel?
No, not the eel. Must have been twice as big as this. What's he like? What's it like living with him?
Take it off.
Don't you ever feel sorry for him?
Yes. You don't have to worry about Dick. If he's following you. Dick wouldn't hurt you. You wouldn't hurt anyone.
I ain't worried. I feel sad for him. He's got nothing, has he? Except that old motorbike.
He's got me. And Dad.
He hasn't got this, though. Has he?
If my brother keeps following you around, maybe it'd be nice if he did talk to him. Then he'd know what girls are like. And maybe it'd help him get a girl of his own.
Better watch yourself, Mr. Freddie Parr.
Wing! China wind! Thingy! Thingy! China wind! Thingy!
Freddie.
Hello, Dick.
Hello?
Your brother told me you came down here for the eels most evenings. Got many?
Manny.
Eels.
Some.
My dad's fond of eels, you know. So am I. You could spare us a couple, or one big one would do. Look, I brought something to take her home in. You got a nice eel for me, Dick? Never mind. Another time, maybe.
No.
Yes! Yes, that's a nice one.
You want it?
Yes, I do, Dick. But how are you going to get it across to me? It's not going to swim across to me by itself, is it? You can swim with it, though, Dick, can you? Seen you swim, haven't I? Don't you remember how you went swimming? How you showed me?
Oh.
But if you really want to know what's going on here, you have to come even further back. We're still in the Fens, but it's 1911 now. And just down the road is Kessling Hall, where I want to introduce you to some other members of my family.
I know what you're doing.
What? What am I doing, Price? I mean, if you wouldn't mind being specific.
You're doing what you're doing. You're telling us these dirty stories.
It's not just dirty.
Shut up!
No,
That's
you shut
infernal.
up!
All right, all right. What do you think I'm doing, Judy?
It's like history, right? You're showing us. It's like you were part of history, too. Like a part of history, like the French Revolution.
No, bullshit.
Price, what do you think I'm doing?
I think you're trying to buy us off. I think you're scared no one's listening to your lousy history lessons anymore, so you're starting to make things up. Stories about schoolgirls fucking
Yes, thank you,
junk
Bryce.
just to keep us quiet so that you can get in with us. But you can't because you're just a teacher. Okay, that's all. Am I right? I'm right.
Might be. So might you, Judy. But I wasn't planning on telling you any dirty stories today.
Are you going to tell us a murder story, Mr. Crick?
No, not yet, Stephen. No, today, children, I thought we'd talk about beer. Right, now, this is where my mother's been growing up. Her father brews beer, as did his father and his grandfather before him. This is the house, built on beer. Atkinson's ales, millions of bottles of the stuff. Look at it. You leave your things on the bus, take your notebooks with you. Don't stay together, don't get lost. And no smoking in the house.
Get out the way.
Cool.
Is this your mother's place?
Yeah. It was built by her grandfather, George Atkinson.
You rich, Mr. Crick?
No, I'm not rich.
But this place.
They'll get rid of it long before I turn up.
Why?
Why? Well, after the First World War, date somebody?
1917 to 18.
Now, we're in England.
1914 to 18.
Good. After the First World War, it's going to become an asylum.
For crazies?
No, soldiers. Well, yes, crazies. Soldiers at the war has driven mad. My father was one for a time. He was here. There's my grandfather, Ernest Atkinson.
He doesn't look like a beer maker.
Brewer, Bates. Well, he was. A hell of a good one. In fact, he'll turn out to be the best of all the Atkinson brewers. Today, he's creating a special beer designed for revenge.
What do you mean, revenge?
We'll get to that.
Who's the girl?
His daughter, Helen Atkinson. My mother. His only child. His wife died when Helen was 12. Let's go on. Bryce, you'd like my grandfather. He worries about the world, too. 3 months ago, he stood for Parliament as a pacifist, but he got hardly a vote, even here in his hometown, Guilsey. Population 3,000. But swollen today to over 6,000. Why? Because today, a nation hungry for war, glory, and profit is crowning its new king, George V.
Mr. Crick, they're all drunk!
So they are, Bates. It's my grandfather's revenge. Remember the beer he was brewing? He's giving it away today. Thousands of bottles of the stuff. Atkinson's Coronation Ale, a beer so powerful, it shows these people up for what they really are. Blind fools. Just one bottle will do it.
God save our
Don't you remember something else? Within 3 years, these people are going to get exactly what they want. The war to end all wars.
Oh, good.
All right, everybody, back here in 1 hour. Okay, don't get lost. 1 hour exactly. Are you listening at the back? We'll be back here in an hour. Bates, you hear that?
Heard you.
Yeah, Marshall, don't get lost, all right? Do your best.
Can they see us, Mr. Crick?
I think some of them can't see anything, Judy.
Come on then, darling.
Well, you've got an hour, Price. Go and enjoy yourself.
I'll stick with you.
No, I'm going in the pub.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Price, you're underage.
Where you gone? Where you all gone, for God's sake?
Oh, morning and I can't.
Oh, relax.
Get out of here. Get out.
What?
What's this? Are you not open?
Have you drunk any of that bloody Coronation Ale?
No.
Well, then I'm open.
Good. Well, I'll have a brandy. And, better give the boy a lemonade.
I'll have a brandy, too.
What's happening now?
Better go and watch, Bryce. They've set the brewery on fire.
The brewery's on fire!
I promise you it'll be spectacular. The whole place will burn to the ground. Fire brigade won't be able to cope. They're drunk like everybody else. Oh, this will be the end of the family firm. All the stock will be destroyed, including every single bottle of this. Except for one crate, which my grandfather would rescue from the flames. One day, hand down to his son.
What son? I thought he had a daughter.
Au revoir. Adios. Good night, everybody.
Here we go. Yeah, go. No, I don't.
Mathematics. Oh, Tom, look, I have parents who come to me and say, how is teaching my son or daughter history going to help them or her get a good job? And what am I supposed to say to them?
You say to them the truth. You say to them that we're not just in the business of turning out good job prospects.
Oh, that's what I say to them?
Yeah.
Just that simple, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, Tom. Come on, Tom.
You say that what really matters is what we teach them about life and how to live it.
Yeah, but it's for sure they're not going to have a very good life if they can't get a good job. Right, Alex?
Alex, honey, come on. It's
See?
time for bed.
Good night. Give me a kiss.
Dr. Monkey. Go find your mom.
Oh, come on, Tom. Nobody's trying to eliminate history. We're just trying to a little merger thing here with social studies, that's all. Something that might, if you would go along with it, give what you're trying to do a real shot in the old...
Foot. Isn't it, really?
Come on. Go, Benzo. Thank you. Give me a break, you know? Give social studies a break. I mean, you have to admit there has been a steady decline in the number of students opting for history. Frankly, you know, they're voting with their feet.
That's not true. In the last few weeks, I've had 6 requests to transfer to history. I've got to be doing something right.
Yeah, and don't think I don't know what it is.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that you're not teaching the curriculum. You're telling these children stories. Stories about eels and stories about crazy brothers and God knows what else.
Tom, what great news. Your wife just told me about the new arrival.
Congratulations. I'm sorry, I was...
About the baby, about your new baby.
What? What baby?
Oh, come on, Tom. I mean, why hide it? It's true, isn't it? Actually, we're lucky it didn't happen before. We weren't really ready. Bloody always late. We're congenital latecomers. Well, we get there in the end.
Paddy. You're talking about Paddy? Our new puppy. I didn't... I'm sorry, yes. Golden Retriever. It's true, we thought for ages wouldn't be fair to have a dog. You know, we're always out at work and don't want to leave him all day, you know. But, we found him and he's great. He's really great. Paddy. Baby, well, we both call him. This is a private joke. Was a private joke.
It didn't sound like a puppy.
No, it was Paddy, wasn't it, Danny?
Yes, I was talking about the dog. I'm sorry, did I not make that clear? Sorry.
Anyone for coffee?
Oh.
And remember, we have a house rule. When coffee's served, we all change places.
Oh, in that case, I'd like to sit next to Lewis.
Oh, Mary, I'm flattered.
Maybe we should get home, love.
Maybe silly, Tom. Because I want to ask him why there's no place in school assembly anymore for the teachings of our Savior, Jesus Christ.
Marie Antoinette. The Bastille. The Tuileries Palace, the king's home, till he was dragged from it in '92 by the screaming mob. The Place de la Révolution, the home of what? Come on, dead easy. Fates.
The guillotine?
The guillotine. A great new invention. A better way of putting people to death. A kinder, more humane way. Just the thing for an enlightened age.
Was it more humane?
Than hanging? Probably. Than the axe? Well, it was quicker. Mind you, there are stories of limbs moving and eyes rolling, tongues lolling, even after the blade had severed the head from the body. So they were guessing about the kindness, really. You see, the trouble was that the only people who could really tell them were dead. Questions? Price, you had a question.
No, I didn't.
Yes. About a son. In regard to my grandfather, you asked that. How was that possible?
Mr. Crick? Mr. Crick? Are we done with the guillotine for good, or just today? I mean, are we going to do more?
Shut up,
I want to know if I got us to a new
Please
page.
drop it. Yeah. Yeah, sure, I asked that question about your grandfather.
Well, how it happened. You see, you've got to try to imagine. When the First World War began... Dates, Judy?
I told you the dates.
Just give it to him.
Fuck you. 1914 to 18.
When it began, the war that my grandfather had predicted, he became melancholy, despairing of the world. All the slaughter and horror. He didn't go out from the hall at all. He was mad. The war, you see, the war made him. And my mother, his daughter, stayed there with him, looked after him like a mother. You remember this?
Yeah, we were up there. That's where your grandfather and your mother live?
Not anymore. They moved out to the Gate Lodge. It's 1922, Price. They moved down there after the war, and the hall became a home for mental patients. The soldiers that the war had driven mad. It was my mother's idea, but grandfather went along with it. And when she wanted to train to be a nurse and work there herself, he went along with that too. You see, he doesn't want to confine her. He doesn't want to hold on to her for himself. I mean, no matter what people are saying, it's just rumors.
What rumors? What's she doing?
She often stops there. You see, that's halfway between the lodge and the hall. Between her mad father and her mad patients. I think she stops to say to herself, these are the only sane moments in my life. This is sanity. 4 years since the end of the war. For them, it hasn't ended. Some of them, it'll never end.
What's she looking for?
My father.
Afternoon, boys.
And what did Gramps think about that?
Oh, he was happy for them. He still had a bit of influence in the town. So he got my dad a job here. And the cottage went with it. So my mum and dad came to live here. This is where she died. Influenza. It's plain flu. This is the sluice gate. Catches everything that comes down the river. Old clothes, dead sheep, branches, bottles.
So what about those rumors?
What? Oh.
Going out.
Must be a girl in Gilsey. That's been going on a couple of weeks now. Just shows, it just shows. It's more to that dick than people give him credit for.
Tom. What's the matter with him?
Oh, he's just jealous. This is the room my mother died in. Dad couldn't sleep in it after, so it became my room. Didn't seem to bother me.
Holy shit.
Bombers. Heading for Germany. It's 1943 price. There's a war on. I remember a night just before my mother died. She called Dickie. Just him, not me. And you see, I was sleeping down here. Dick was there. I think they thought I was asleep. But I heard.
This key is here. This is special.
A key?
Yeah, a key. The day that my grandfather died, this trunk appeared. to be held in safekeeping for her firstborn child.
You know what's inside of it?
I do now. There's a letter from my grandfather to my mother's firstborn to be opened on his 18th birthday, and 11 bottles of beer.
He left beer?
Yeah, special beer.
Oh, what, the coronation ale he got from the fire?
Right. 12 bottles of the stuff.
You said 11.
Well, there are 11 now. Dick's had one of them. Made him drunk.
Yeah, I bet.
Very drunk. I was watching. There he is, back from his date.
Already?
It's hard to keep track of time.
Where do babies come from? Where do babies come from? Well, they come from love, Dick. They're made with love. Love. Yes. That's a feeling, Dick. That's a beautiful feeling. Like the feeling you had for your poor mom. Like the feeling she had for you. Love.
Say it. Go on. You said it to him. That's true, isn't it?
I'm gonna have a baby.
Christ. It's Dick's, isn't it? It's his baby.
No!
You've been seeing him all these weeks.
I never.
You're lying.
We didn't do it. We tried to. I tried to show him. It wasn't any use. He was too big. Down there. You said to show him about girls. I was sure you'd be pleased. Because he's your brother and you wanted him to know.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't know how.
Woo! Mary! Tom! Ain't waving ready, bar!
Get up, Mary! Tom! Pretty pa.
Where'd you get that?
Borrowed it off a yank, probably. Bet you ain't got a license. Everybody's doing it.
We got cold. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I can have a baby.
I'm 16. So are you.
But we love each other. That's all that matters.
Or we tell Dick. You frighten me sometimes. Sometimes, when I was telling him and showing him about what people do, he got upset. I was scared of him.
You don't have to worry about Dick. It wouldn't hurt anyone.
baby. It's my baby.
Yes. I'm sure it is. I mean, I know it is. It has to be.
Mother of God! Dick! Dick! Come here, boy! Fetch a boat, Dick! Bring that boat down here! Bring the boat over, Dick! That's it, boy! What is that? To the boy, I think. Bring her around, Dick, bring her around. That's it. Lean into it. Poor fella. Bring him in. That's it, Dick. Steady now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ease him. That's it. God. Did you pass, lad?
Freddie, Pa.
It's young Freddie.
Freddie, Pa. Fred.
Come on, Freddie, boy.
Tell Freddie.
That's it, boy.
Tell Freddie. Freddie, Pa.
Freddie, come on.
Tell Freddie.
Make it now. Please, Freddie. Freddie, come on.
Right, you are.
Did anyone say anything?
About what?
How he died?
He drowned.
How he drowned?
He fell in the river. He was probably drunk. He couldn't swim, could he?
Somebody made Freddie fall in. Dick made him.
Why would Dick?
I told him. I thought he'd have to know in the end the baby couldn't be his. Because we hadn't really done it. So I said it was Freddie's.
Freddie's?
I don't know why I said it. I couldn't think. And Dick, he scares me, so I said it was Freddie's. Dick killed Freddie Pa because he thought it was him that made the baby. Which means I killed Freddie too.
You don't know that?
Mary! Everything's all right! Mary! The verdict's accidental death! Accidental! Do you hear me? At the inquest. At the court. They said it was all an accident.
I heard you.
Well, they said Freddie was drunk. That's why he fell in. So it was an accident. Well, if it were an accident, then Dick didn't. And Freddie, he's not your fault. Mary? What are you doing?
Go away!
You'll hurt yourself. Wait a minute.
Away!
Mary? Mary!
Oh.
That's dangerous.
Leave me alone!
Stop. Isn't that dangerous for the baby?
You're so stupid.
Mary!
Oh. God forgive me.
Didn't you think it'd come up from the mud flats in the end? Just like Freddy did. I saw the marks, Dick. Freddy's face.
Oh! Out of the hook!
Ah, it weren't the boat hook. The marks were there before Dad used the hook. Were you? You made Freddy drunk. You hit him with this. Pushed the river through the pot in after, didn't you? You stupid potato head. Hated Freddy because of the baby. Well, it isn't Freddy's baby. Or yours. It's mine. Go on. Do it again.
What are you doing? Get up! Go on! Do it again! You gonna kill everybody? Is this what you did with Freddy?
It's the firstborn of Mrs. Henry Crick. It's for you, Dick.
You read it, Tom.
It's not important.
Yeah.
You don't have to know.
Well, read it, Tom.
No, it's nothing, Dick.
Yeah. Read it. Read it to me, Tom.
Dick.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna read it, Dick.
No, you read it. You read it.
No.
I said you read it! Tell me! You tell me! Well, you tell me, Tom.
You want to know?
Hmm.
It's from Grandad. Grandad Atkinson. That you're going to be very special. He's made sure of it. You're going to be savior of the world. You're going to save the world from blood and war and horror. The reason he's so sure is because, see, Dad, he ain't your dad. He's mine, but he's not yours. Granddad's your real dad.
Easy! Tom, I read him. Granddad's letter. And he killed Freddy!
Killed who?
Freddy Pa! Oh!
you say, Tom, come here. Dick! Dick!
He must have got a boat.
Dick! Come back here, boy!
Dick! Dad, this way! Hey! Help! Help us! Help! We need a boat!
I can't see nothing. Your son. Dick! We're going to help you, Dick! Dick! We're going to take you home!
How much that bloody beer's he drunk, Tom?
Dick! Someone's going to get hurt, boy! Stop that!
Dad? He's seen them. They're in uniform.
That's all right, Dick! Never you be afraid! That's only me and Tom and Stan! These here men are nothing! Dick! Dick! That's it! Stop fooling around! Dick! Dick! I'll be your father! I promise! Mommy! Help me, Mommy! Mommy! Dick!
He's gone.
No. Dad, you don't know. He can swim so far.
Mary? Mary?
I said it would happen, didn't I? I told you. Oh, look. Come on, look. Look at your son.
Where'd you get him?
I got him from God. It's because we've been forgiven.
Give him to me.
No, he's my baby.
Give him.
No, he's my baby. Go on, folks. He said I could have him.
Mary, where did you get him?
I got him from God.
Where did you get him?
God. God.
Mary, where?
God.
God. Where did God leave him?
Shop and save. It was easy. Easy. She left the stroller by the turnstiles. That was risking it, wasn't it? I was at the checkout. I saw just leaving him there. Going off like that. Well, it was easy, wasn't it? It wasn't it? Baba. Shh. Baba.
Where's the officer in charge?
Over there.
Lieutenant, we found a baby.
Is he here?
Yes, my wife has it.
Get the mother. Right away, sir.
Mom? Mommy?
My name's Crick. I'm a teacher at Franklin High. We found the baby outside the school.
Is he all right? Where is he? Where is he? Is he all right?
He's all right.
Oh, my God.
He's all right. He's quite safe. Mary? Mary?
Oh, God. Oh, it's okay. Where is he? Oh, thank God. Baby. It's okay. It's okay.
Mary. Look, I can't. Just talk. Just talk to me. Don't cry. Just talk to me. Just talk to me.
Talk about what?
I mean, you think perhaps you should see someone? A counselor? And we could both go. I just think think you need some help. I mean, you've just stolen a baby. What are you going to do next? You're going to kill someone? I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I'm sorry.
No, I've done that, haven't I? Wouldn't want to repeat myself.
It's my fault. You're leaving me, aren't you?
How could I leave you?
Not much of a backward glance. But she did leave me children. A week later, I came home to an empty house and a note. She said she'd left me probably forever.
I know what I did was wrong. I'll never forget or forgive myself for the look on that mother's face. But I swear I knew no other way to break out of this prison. And we've been in it for so long, Tom.
At the end, she asked me if I'd take back her library book. It was 2 weeks overdue.
I'll see you. Mr. Crick? Mr. Crick?
Bryce,
Yeah, hi.
what are you doing here?
Extra math.
Extra math? After school? What? Voluntarily?
Yeah, it just started.
Bloody hell, Bryce, why do you make all that effort for mathematics and nothing for history?
Because math makes sense.
45. Where's the 45 bus stop, Bryce?
What, don't you have your car?
Oh, no, I'm having a drink with Mr. Scott. I thought it was best if I didn't drink and, you know.
Did you get fired?
Is everyone expecting me to get fired?
Yes.
Well, they're wrong. I've been retired. Sounds much better, doesn't it? Don't drink. Or have you got to get off somewhere?
Well, I'm underage.
Oh, hell, Price, just a drink. I mean, it's not as if it's the first time, is it? I mean, you must have been to a bar before, haven't you? Came as no surprise. Scott's been after my job for years.
You know, Mr. Crick, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's rather nice. That's all right.
No, I'm sorry about what I did. Some of the kids were talking about going to Scott and complaining, and I said, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh. Why had it come? Long time.
Well, you know, some of those girls, they, you can't really, I mean, an eel down the panties.
I know, it's absolutely right. Screwing on a train is disgusting. I mean, I should be the one who apologizes. I'm
I was absolutely wrong. I shouldn't have done it. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair on you.
Come on, I didn't mind.
Didn't you? I thought you did mind. I seem to remember you didn't. You weren't very fond of my stories.
No, I wasn't. Not at first. Well, I thought you were telling them for us. I thought, hey, give me a break. But, no, I thought you were doing it for yourself. And I thought that's okay. I didn't mind that.
Strange. I thought I was telling them for you. I thought you were scared. That's what you do for children when they're scared, isn't it? You tell them stories. I'm sorry, not children.
Have you heard from your wife?
No.
You know where she is?
Yes. Come on. On for the road.
The kid, you sure he's 18?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, look. I know. It's my son.
Today, as many of you will already know, it is my sad task to have to say goodbye to Mr. Tom Crick, who, after 20 years as a pillar of our school, is leaving us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Crick.
As Mr. Scott has told you, I've been teaching here for a long time. Probably much too long. Oh, maybe you'd be interested to learn why I chose history. I was in Europe, Germany, right at the end of the war, the Second World War. I was about your age. And they were still digging the corpses out of the rubble. Women and children. And course, babies. And the only way that I could cope with what I was seeing was to think of it as history, as part of a story, and not just those bits of meat. And that's what we've been doing. Telling stories. Children. But there's one story we never quite finished, isn't there?
Tom, Crick, and Mary Metcalf. So we did it together, did we?
We ain't got no money, but we can get you something. Anything.
You know, my old bill says young Freddie Parr don't come round no more. We his whiskey bottles and stuff. My bill's missing his bottles.
Anything, Martha, please.
Martha? Mrs. Claver, you bull. Where's your manners? Now, gal, you swallow some of this. No matter if you don't like it, just swallow. It ain't gonna be so much fun getting it out as we're putting it in. Fetch the kettle. You're a pretty un, ain't you? Now, gal. Martha don't want to hurt you. But if she do, you just put your hand over the candle. Right over the flame. Put the kettle there. Martha's toolkit. You make yourself scarce, Paul. Go on then, go. Down here. I want you to get up on there. That's right.
Please don't. Your mouth. Please don't.
Sit like before. That's right.
Holy Mary, Mother of God. Mother of God. Holy Mary, Mother of God. Holy Mary, Mother of God.
And that day I discovered there are many ways the world can end. As many ways as there are people
You got to do it, boy. No one else. In the river, mind. And when you throws it, never you look. It's bad luck if you do. Then you best get back here. She don't look so good. You may have to take her to the hospital.
And I think, too, that in one life there can be more than one ending.
Oh.
It's been like that in mine. But as for what really bothers some of you, the end of the future, the final end, how can I help you? I can't. See, I'm the same as you now. I don't expect much from my future. I mean, I'm gone. I'm history. But at your age, Price. Oh, at your age. You know, I sometimes think all this storytelling is it's a bit like a disease. A disease that I caught a long time ago. A disease of the fens, like influenza. I caught it from my father. He was a storyteller. He caught it from his father, and he caught it from his back. He went. Goblins and sprites and murders, will-o'-the-wisps. The headless ferryman, the mad woman of the marsh. Still, it seemed to keep my father going through his life, telling stories. Though they never ended well. There was always blood and horror, or just sadness and despair. I said to him once, I said, don't you know any stories that have a happy ending? He said, nope. He said, if I was ever to find one, I should be sure to let him know.